But if you strip away the bluster and the salesmanship,
welcome to the ball era.
The Balls are a possessed basketball family, and Lonzo a stone-faced floor general.
Here is Lonzo with his first touch, and you can hear the crowd roaring. Lob underneath, throw it down, Brandon Ingram from Lonzo Ball.
His style is an oxymoron, fast but controlled, radical but calculated. He will never grin like Magic or mean mug like Kobe. Still, you can't take your eyes off him for reasons that have nothing to do with personality and everything to do with game. You'll find quicker, stronger, more explosive, and more accurate. But Lonzo Ball is uniquely hardwired to elevate all those in his orbit. As a boy, he turned down every invitation from Southern California's vaunted private schools and AAU powers. In post-practice pickup games, he ran with the shortest, pudgiest kids he could find. In 2-on-2 battles, he tabbed the scrawny 16-year-old with no left hand perched at the end of the JV bench. Everybody wins with good players, LeVar told him. If you win with these guys, you'll win with anybody. Years later, Lonzo understood his dad's doctrine. You learn that everyone has a skill, he said. You just have to find it. He inherits a roster that finished 30 games under 500, bereft of leadership and confidence, short on talent and moxie. He will have to look hard. Not that you will catch Lonzo Ball complaining. Every Laker loss was a prayer answered. This was his fantasy team.
So, as Lee said, the number of things that had to come together to make this happen are endless and somewhat unbelievable. That also culminates into an incredible amount of hype and attention on one debut. Although Lonzo didn't have the kind of night we all hoped and expected he would, something tells me that it's only a matter of time until he settles in. Let's head back to Phoenix. Mike Trudell is there with Lonzo.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Here with Lonzo Ball. And Lonzo, not the way that the team wanted the season opener to go, obviously. The nice thing, and you said this about the NBA, here you are, 24 hours later with a chance to get back on the court. What do you think the biggest key is? What do you guys want to try to do differently?
Just don't focus on yesterday. You know, like you said, it's over with. Can't do nothing about it. Now we said to come out here, redeem ourselves, and get a win and head back home.
You know, it's funny, the narrative out of last night to some extent is about Beverly and you, but you never look at individual matchups from the point guard spot, right? You're trying to get the team going. Is that what you want to try to do again tonight? Is that the general philosophy, that you don't worry about matchups and just try to get the team to a win?
That's how I always play. It's always 5-on-5, you know, not 1-on-1. So last night the Clippers beat the Lakers. You know, Pat Bev didn't beat Lonzo Ball. So that's how I play. That's how I'm going to go out there every night.
Hey, Lonzo, Bledsoe, another tough defender, but really, if you look across the NBA, every point guard's pretty good, right? So I'm guessing to some extent you relish that, or do you try not to even focus on what that matchup is, even if you want to try to find something out of it that you can take advantage of?
I mean, it's the NBA. It's the highest level every night. You know, no matter who you're playing, they're going to be good. So if you come out here and you're worried about who you're playing or, you know, how they play, you're not going to look good out there. So my point is just do what I can, you know, play the way I know how to play, just leave the chips where they fall.
Lonzo, what are the coaches preaching to you most about offense and the way that they want you guys to execute?
A lot of pace. You know, they want to give us a lot of pace. Put pressure on the rim. Put pressure on the rim more. Last night we had a lot of open shots, but some of those shots we could have drove. You know, maybe got fouled or something. So, you know, just keep the offense moving. Make sure everybody touches the ball.
How do you guys try to account for the fact that you haven't played a lot together? KCP's out for a second straight game. Lineups are a little bit different. How do you not use that as an excuse and try to make sure that you guys are starting to find a way to click?
Well, naturally, it's going to take time. Like you said, we haven't played together, but, you know, it's no excuses now. Every time you lose, it goes on your record. Every time you win, it goes on your record. So, no matter if we played or not, we got to, you know, figure it out quick.
Did you notice a physical difference just generally between that first regular season game and even the preseason, even certainly the summer league? But can you tell that kind of thing in the NBA?
You could definitely tell. Like I said, it's the highest level, man. Everybody, you know, goes hard. Everybody's a grown man, so everybody competes out there very hard, and yeah, you can tell every night.
So how do you actually feel that? Is it that there's less space? Is guys are closing quicker? What's the feel that you get from that?
Guys are just faster, and the game goes faster. As you see, Blake Griffin, you know, he's very strong. So every team's gonna have somebody like that. You know, like I said, it's the highest level, and everybody's prepared to play.
Now, you didn't say this after the game, but how's your ankle feeling? How are you feeling generally mentally, physically after that training camp and kind of the tweaks? How's that going for you?
My ankle's all right. You know, I'm gonna be out there to play tonight and see what happens.
All right, last thing for you. One key tonight. What's the one thing that you want to focus on the most?
I just want to get a win, man. You know, obviously we didn't get a win yesterday, but a good thing about NBA, you know, we have another one today.
Lonzo, appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.
Guys, that's Lonzo Ball. Now let's go back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Time for a little Access 360, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
Good times.
Good times indeed. Lonzo, only 4 assists. Big game, James. But really, you saw him do some good things offensively. Maybe it didn't net a good result.
Yeah, they didn't make the shots. I mean, he found players that were open. Let's take a look at Lonzo Ball here off of the rebound. Now, right now, he sees the defense getting back. And he also sees Clarkson running. So what does he do? He gets to the middle of the floor, as a point guard should, gets it to Clarkson. Unfortunately, that was a missed bucket, and Randall cleaned it up. Here's another situation where Lonzo Ball has the ball at the top of the key. A really good pick and roll by Brook Lopez is what you want. Pull Jordan away, pick and pop, finds him in the pocket. Didn't make it. Those are shots that will go down sometimes when he makes those passes. Here's another situation where rebound goes to Ball. He takes a snap shot, looks up the court, makes it over to Ingram, who has the mismatch. Normally, you're going to make that shot. That was a rush shot. So I think Rob had a good point earlier where they said he had the first game jitters, kind of rushing things. But as you can see, he was getting the ball to players in position where they normally would score.
Yeah, think about when he played, he still played with a lot of poise. And I've seen so many people, you can go back to Westbrook, when Patrick Beverly gets into you like that, it throws you off your game. It didn't bother him at all. That's a sign of maturity. That's a sign of a guy that's ready for this league, and it's a sign of a guy who's been taught the game. One thing we never talk about Ball is his IQ. His IQ is incredible for a guy his age, so he knows how to get everybody involved.
Yeah. You know what I like best about him? He's going to look at that, if he were, and see his teammates missing a couple shots and go, no, whatever. He's going to keep trying to set them up and keep trying to make them happy. He also needs to look for a shot a little bit more. He took only 6 attempts last night, made only 1. Be a little more aggressive in that way.
He can get to the rim, too. We saw it a lot early on in Summer League. All right, let's go inside access on the Lakers starters. Last season, they scored just 57.5 points per game. That was last in the NBA. Their 44% shooting was 29th, next to last. Last night, those numbers were even worse. The starting five combined for just 51 points on 36% shooting. It's early, but should this be a little bit of a concern, Robert Horry?
Not at all, because you got to realize this is a team, you got 3 guys in that starting lineup that they're not used, well, 4 guys, starting there. They aren't used to playing together, so you got to look around and like, B.I. didn't have a good game. Alonzo, I still think he's hampered by the ankle, and then you look at Larry, Larry scored the best out of everybody. He's the one out of those 4 that was on the floor
Gets no plays called
that we didn't think would do this good scoring, but he did. But it's nothing to be worried about right now. It's all fresh and new. And it has to be a learning process. And if this was a team that had like guys that have been 6 or 7 years, veterans on this team, it's young pups, and they're still learning each other. And first game jitters.
Hit a golf ball this morning, sliced out of bounds.
Seen that from you. Oh, sorry.
You have. You've seen a lot. Guy gave me a mulligan. That's what they got. They got a mulligan.
Did you go right down the pipe?
After game 1, they get a mulligan.
Did you go right down the middle?
Sweet.
Is that John Ireland you're playing with?
No, it wasn't John.
Okay.
Wasn't John.
Yeah, because I was going to say he doesn't give mulligans.
No, John don't give mulligans.
Clippers, a lot of new faces as well, but they're all vets on that team. Yeah. So they blended together a lot more easily than the Lakers did. All young guys with a few exceptions, and it was pretty evident last night the Clippers were the more veteranistic team. Stealing kind of your phrase a little bit right there, Rob. Sorry.
The new words that we've created on the network. Fantastic. Tip-off in Phoenix. Minutes away here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Lonzo Ball and the Lakers looking to bounce back on the second night of a back-to-back against the Suns. Take your shot is next.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Toyota Fest is on at your Toyota dealer. Come see why the all-new 2018 Camry has everyone excited.
What I like about the Toyota dealerships is that
Metro PCS brings you the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited LTE data for only $80 period. Plus 2 free 32 gig phones when you switch. Metro PCS, wireless figured out.
Adults are just kids with much, much better toys. Introducing the 2018 C-Class sedan, coupe, and cabriolet. The thrills keep getting better. Lease the C300 sedan for $419 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Get out and get down. After the sun goes down, great live entertainment starts here at Vibe in Morongo. Spin to the rhythm of the evening and let it take you to the promised land. Take a turn on one of over 2,600 slots. Pull the wheel. Winner. Morongo. Good times anytime, good times all the time.
Why am I sitting here at this ridiculously long table in the middle of nowhere? To invite all my friends in the industry to try this. Fast food's first ever ribeye burger. Made with 100% ribeye beef, grilled onions, a red wine glaze, and creamy Havarti cheese. Huh, here comes the competition now. And of course, since they work for my competitors, I've obscured their identities. Except for this guy. He is so screwed. Try my new Havarti and grilled onion and all-American ribeye burgers.
At Coors, cold counts. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold for a cleaner, crisper taste. Because our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
Listen, we've all got to make choices. If you're hungry and you got $5, you could make a random meal playing Dollar Menu Bingo.
And fish sandwich.
Or you can get a real meal with the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, drink, fries, and look at this fresh baked cookie. Oh, word? The $5 All-Star Meals. There's 4 of them, and there's no better way to spend $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
James, you're going with Jordan Clarkson. You want to have at least 20 points.
I want numbers.
45%.
I want numbers.
Of the field, and you want 50% from 3. You want a big night.
Yes, I want 1 or 2 from 3 or 2 from 4. I don't want him to shoot a lot of threes, but we need him to come off of that bench like a Jamal Crawford. This is his 4th year. It's time to be consistent. 18 points last night. Hey, one of those guys got to burst out. Randall, Nance is doing his thing. Clarkson's got to be the guy. I'm expecting big things.
Rob, Larry Nance Jr., and you want, it's simple, you want a double-double just like last night.
I want a double-double just like last night. He played extremely well last night. And one thing you learn, when you get into a position like this, you started, and you putting up numbers like that, everybody look at Larry Nance, he's a mild-mannered guy. But I bet she's saying, oh, I'm going to keep your butt on the bench, buddy, because I'm going to go out here and play hard and give me more double-doubles. So I expect the same thing out of him tonight.
Animal style.
Brez, Lonzo Ball, you want him to have at least 10 assists. We just saw James break it down with the Access 360. He was a lot closer than we thought. Some guys hit some easy shots.
Yeah, James, very nicely done over there.
Thank you, sir.
And I think Lonzo will hit this mark tonight. All along, I thought he would average about 8 for the season, but Phoenix did not show much on D last night, or the other night, losing by 48 to Portland. It was the worst opening night loss by any team ever in their opener in the NBA. That was a big one for them.
All right, what do you want to see? We got only 20 seconds. Quick.
I want to see Ball be more aggressive offensively. 12 shots.
I want to see next time James breaks something down, he goes to the board.
Oh! James going to the wall. The window to the wall.
I'm going to go to the
James, you did have like 9 different stats for JC. Just one.
Time to get you to the desert.
Lonzo.
Bill McDonald, Stu Lance have the call. Phoenix, take it away, gentlemen.
I want it all.
Peter, thanks so much. Here we go. First road game of the year. We're thrilled to be bringing it to you. The Phoenix Suns, 50 years of basketball they're celebrating here in the Valley of the Sun. Spectrum Sportsnet proudly presents the NBA. Tonight it's the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. Hello, everybody, and welcome. And as I mentioned, welcome to road game number 1 for this season. Well, the Suns got embarrassed in their first game of the year, and the Lakers didn't fare much better last night against the Clippers. So both looking for their first win. Let's talk about the Lakers, the big guy in the middle, Brook Lopez, leading scorer last night.
And he's going to have to be the big guy in the middle of the leading scorer a lot of the season. I mean, he's the one guy that can really command a double team in the paint. He's shown that he can stretch the defense by stepping out and knocking down a three-pointer or two. Last night, in a losing effort, he had 20 points and 6 boards in his 29 minutes on the floor. Like the rest of the team, basically didn't shoot the ball that well percentage-wise. But Larry Nance Jr., I thought individually, probably had the best game of all the Lakers. He shot over 50% en route to 14 points and 12 boards. He's the kind of a guy, though, that I'd like to see be a little bit more selfish on the offensive end. He is such a team player.
In case you didn't hear, Phoenix earlier this week against Portland trailed by as many as 58, lost by 48. Stu, how does that happen when you can run a backcourt out like they can here tonight?
If you don't play defense,
oh, that's right,
you're going to get beat. Speaking of their backcourt, though, last season Eric Bledsoe averaged 21 points and 6 assists. This is a guy that can be very, very explosive. He's tough in the painted area, good, strong body, and he can stretch the defense. But their future is in the backcourt running mate of Devin Booker. This young man can flat out score, as the Boston Celtics of last season. He can put them up in a hurry, and he's got the attitude that he's going to keep coming at you time after time after time.
Lakers want to just erase the memory of last night. Get a win here in Phoenix. They've been hard to come by in this building. They'd love to get one here this evening. Road game number 1. We'll give you the lineups and start it for you when we come back after this.
Breaking down the walls and
To err is human. To anticipate is the Lexus RX. With pedestrian detection, auto braking, and lane departure alert, stand. Experience another step closer to a safer world.
Lease the 2017 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Metro PCS brings you the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited LTE data for only $80 period. Plus 2 free 32 gig phones when you switch. Metro PCS, wireless figured out.
Get out and get down. After the sun goes down, great live entertainment starts here at 5 in Morongo. Spin to the rhythm of the evening and let it take you to the promised land. Take a turn on one of over 2,600 slots. Who will win? Winner. Morongo. Good times anytime, good times all the time.
Wireless figured out.
Adults are just kids with much, much better toys. Introducing the 2018 C-Class sedan, coupe, and cabriolet. The thrills keep getting better. Lease the C300 sedan for $419 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Why am I sitting here at this ridiculously long table in the middle of nowhere? To invite all my friends in the industry to try this. Fast food's first ever ribeye burger. Made with 100% ribeye beef, grilled onions, a red wine glaze, and creamy Havarti cheese. Huh, here comes the competition now. And of course, since they work for my competitors, I've obscured their identities. Except for this guy. He is so screwed. Try my new Havarti and grilled onion and all-American ribeye burgers.
Listen, we've all got to make choices. If you're hungry and you got $5, you could make a random meal playing dollar menu bingo.
And fish sandwich.
Or you can get a real meal with the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, drink, fries, and look at this fresh baked cookie. Oh, word? The $5 All-Star Meals. There's 4 of them, and there's no better way to spend $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
Metro PCS brings you the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited LTE data for only $80 period. Plus 2 free 32 gig phones when you switch. Metro PCS, wireless, figured out.
But it's big boy time now. It's big boy basketball now. So, you know, I'd like to see
game, and now we're like, but you know, everybody, you know, even Michael Jordan had a bad game, even James Worthy had a bad game. So let the guy go out there and play, especially in a game like this, the Phoenix Sun team like that, get up and down, a real athletic team. He's real athletic. I think this would be a perfect getting back where he needs to be.
You have no time. I'm the driver of the Coos bus.
You have no time.
So you know, it's gonna be great.
We'll be back here at halftime after the break. Back to Bill and Stu. Let's go get it. There's the press. There it is. Coos.
Introducing El Pollo Loco's 20.
Dynamic performance so you can own the road. Track-tuned handling so you can conquer corners. Aggressive styling so you can break away from everyone else. Experience the exhilaration of the bold Lexus IS.
Lease the 2017 IS Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Metro PCS brings you the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited LTE data for only $80 period. Plus 2 free 32 gig phones when you switch. Metro PCS, wireless, figured out.
Adults are just kids with much, much better toys. Introducing the 2018 C-Class sedan, coupe, and cabriolet. The thrills keep getting better. Lease the C300 sedan for $419 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Get out and get down. After the sun goes down, great live entertainment starts here at Vibe in Morongo. Spin to the rhythm of the evening and let it take you to the promised land. Take a turn on one of over 2,600 slots. Pull the wheel. Morongo. Good times anytime, good times all the time.
Why am I sitting here at this ridiculously long table in the middle of nowhere? To invite all my friends in the industry to try this. Fast Food's first ever ribeye burger. Made with 100% ribeye beef, grilled onions, a red wine glaze, and creamy Havarti cheese. Oh, here comes the competition now. And of course, since they work for my competitors, I've obscured their identities. Except for this guy. He is so screwed. Try my new Havarti and grilled onion and all-American ribeye burgers.
Listen, we've all got to make choices. If you're hungry and you got $5, you could make a random meal playing dollar menu bingo.
And fish sandwich.
Or you can get a real meal with the charbroiled double cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, drink, fries, and look at this fresh baked cookie. Oh, word?